between these two teams that are not very close to each other when it comes to the standings, but they're closer than they'd like to be. Free Elo looking for the win here. 7Lives really looking for the win. All right, so we have a free Elo starting on defense, which means they will ban first. As always, defenders always ban first. Let's see what's going to be the first attacker being picked. Now, often here we'd find a Thatcher. Jackal, as we've talked about regularly, has become a top 5 ban in this league for this season. But it is going to be Thatcher taken out of play first. No big surprises. That just saves 7Lives from doing it. Now for the orange team, I'd expect to see something like Jackal, just based on previous bans, but it's going to be different. It's Consulate, it's Nomad. When you are starting on attack, I don't know that it makes sense to ban Nomad, because you need Nomad. She is so strong. Glossy Club has left the game. We will see the bans play out. As Wamai is going to get banned. We will pause once we get out of this. So, Wamai taken out of play. And then finally, we will see Kaid get taken out of play. Okay. And those are the bans. Now, let's get a pause. Does it let me pause there? It actually does. Let's let it go back to the, let's let it go into the screen here. So Glossy has had a game crash, so we will pause it. There we go. And let's see how long it takes Glossy to get back in. Just let them know that's the one rehost. You still only get one rehost, unfortunately, even though it's a pause. A lot of people say, oh, it's a pause, it doesn't count as a rehost. Well, I understand why people think that. But the whole reason that you only ever had one rehost, it's not because you have to rehost and you're only allowed to rehost a server once. The reason why you only have one rehost typically is because, one, it takes a lot of time, and it's time wasted. Two, if you have more than one allowed, if you have unlimited rehosts allowed, you'd have people just dropping out of the game every other round to take an informal tactical timeout. The fact that we've got a pause now doesn't change that. People will still just drop out at the end of every round if they want to have an informal tactical timeout just because you allow unlimited pauses. So that is why we still stick to just having a single pause and counting as a rehost. All right. Glossy is back. We will resume the timer. There we go. Cafe and Garage is going to be the first site to get played on defense here by Free Elo. All right. Lilulets. I do some PC. I do some PC, but I do all of the casting for this league. I run this league, so I'm kind of duty bound to do this and then fit the PC stuff in around it. But ironically, these streams are actually bringing in more views than most of the tier 4 PC leagues that I would start out in. And when I do face it for Xbox as well, that brings in more than some T3 ones as well. So Xbox has its place, but yes, I will be doing PC. In between games of this, I can be found on a couple of PC leagues. And in between seasons, I'll be doing more. All right, so let's take a look at the setup. We are going to have 3 reinforcements up here on the hatches. Single reinforcement in the middle wall. Glossy playing on Echo is going to open up the standard rotate. We've got no hard breach denial on this main wall, so Haters is going to send his shock drone in there, but there is nothing to take out. There's no signal jammers, no bandit batteries. It is completely free to take. So the signal jammers are instead being used to deny drones. But where are they being used to deny drones? Because it's certainly not going to be placed on that drone hole. As Haters is going to come around and take out that default cam. Looks like it's already been shot out. Curse is looking for the utility. He knows that there is a yokai. He's spotted 2 of them already. He knows where they both are. Vocal, new player on the team. Haters, also a new player. Wolves is going to start to open this wall. Glossy's going to lay down behind it. This is a bold play from Glossy as 2 drones are going to spot him and he's going to back out. Yeah, I'm not sure that was a good play from Glossy, as Carbon's playing on the entry role here for 7Lives, is doing anything but enter, as he does spot Mozzie roaming around up on the top floor, who could be going up to that console window at any moment. But he isn't. He is instead making his way down Spiral, and we do have a full 5-man push coming over here on the west side of the map. Looks like we're going to have 3 people, maybe 4, just holding through this garage doorway, and possibly another one pushing the yellow stairs, as Jag is going to play pipes. Keese is going to play at the back here. The Wolves does take down Jag, so that is the pipes player dead. Glossy just sitting behind the bomb, waiting for someone to poke his head out so he can get a frag, or deny the plant with his yokais. We can see one player rappelling up the side of the building. That's going to be Curse, just watching the yellow stairs run out. Drones going out. They know Vigil is somewhere on site, as Keese is going to hold behind white van. 3 players on site, with Retro up on the top, waiting for someone to come in through that breach. Carbons is there, though, ready to challenge him. He knows something's going to happen. He's just waiting for the intel. He's going to open that window, and he's going to back out. If he'd have just pre-fired, if they had some intel, that would have been a free kill for Carbons, as Retro is going to move out of position to make sure he stays alive for a little bit longer. He's going to open that window, preempting a run out from Retro, but it isn't going to happen yet. But Curse is there to get that frag, as Mav takes down 1. The Wolves gets 1 as well. That's the refrag, leaving us in a 2v4. 30 seconds to go. Keese holding behind the white van for as long as he possibly can. He manages to take down 1, but is that going to be enough? He's going to get taken down by Keese, by Haters rather, who comes in and gets the double, cleaning up on Glossy as well. No yokais will be able to stop the plant as Glossy pushes it. I would like to have seen Glossy fall back and head into archives to use his yokais as much as possible. But I don't know if we saw... I don't know if we noticed them getting taken out by IQ, because we know IQ had spotted them. We know IQ had spotted them. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, round 1 goes to 7Lives. And for the second site here, we are going to go upstairs to Console and Meeting, a site that a lot of teams do not like to defend. A lot of teams don't like them. But Free Elo are going to go for it anyway. Free Elo well ahead there in the predictions. A lot of points on the line. A lot of points on the line. Riding on Free Elo here, as we are going to see Glossy bringing out Rook. Now we know what that means. That does mean he gets his achievement there for making sure his teammates are dressed to kill. Mr. Glossy Club making sure that his teammates are running around with the 2XB merch on, sporting my little logo as they pop people in the face. Well done to Mr. Glossy Club. Alright, so upstairs, let's see what kind of setup we get here. Now, common setup from Free Elo and most teams, but Free Elo especially. Shield, ADSs, holes here, smoke playing here on the staircase, holding through these holes in the wall. Rotate here. Often they open a hole here as well. Carbons is going to get shot from a spawn peak. Not sure who that was from. Possibly Glossy Club. No, he's on cams. Retro's downstairs. Could have been Mav. I don't know who that was, but we do have Keesk, as expected, playing up here on the top of yellow behind this shield. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Logic. Very much appreciated. Jags will be roaming up towards admin. Glossy is playing here in admin all on his own. He's got 2 players repelled on these windows right now, with a third one making his way up, and Vocal just underneath. Glossy getting pressured here with a frag grenade that could take him out, but he does move out of the way. He doesn't take any damage. Carbons makes his way in, but Glossy manages to take him down. That's a nice pick. Glossy has his teammates backing up through that double door, but Wolves does take him down. Utility's going to go out. That's going to take Glossy out of action for a moment, as we can see 3 players repelling on this window. 1 over here on Spiral, but 3 pushing admin. Glossy needs his teammates to come and back him up, as 1 player repels him. And he is going to get pushed very heavily here, and he isn't going to be able to get another pick. He needed someone in there to support him. Jag manages to take one down, though. That's the Wolves out of commission, leaving us in a 3v2. Diffuser is not in hand. This Curse is going to jiggle, bounce his way all about the place. Hater's going to go onto his shot drone and get that intel, but it's going to get picked up by the Mozzie Pest. And that's going to get shot out. Second drone is going to go out, as Vocal is going to send one out as well. And it's like we're going to get a push into meeting at this point. We can see there is one player at the top of yellow stairs. Just rotating around to bathroom. Shot drone does get taken out. No, it doesn't, actually. That's still alive. That's a different drone. That's a regular drone. Two drones here in meeting. They know exactly where Jag is. He's got a shotgun. He's going to wait for the push. Stun grenade getting pulled. Oh, but he gets sucked up by the ADS. Red dot is going to be seen on the wall by the attacker, and he's going to get shot at from behind by Curse. That's going to pour smoke to peek it. But Haters does take down Jag, leaving Kiesk all on his own. Kiesk is going to back out. He's not going to be able to deny this plant. Gas grenade isn't going to do anything as Haters picks up yet another kill and puts a round on the board for 7Lives, making it 2-0 at the end of the first two rounds. Now, this is Haters' first game here for 7Lives in this season. New pickup for the team just in the last week, I think. And already earning his paycheck. I'm sure Apollo would have you back, Kane. I'm sure they'd have you back. Okay, console and meeting is going to get played again. I guess Free Elo think that they've probably realised enough. They've probably realised enough to know what they need to adjust this time to be successful. There's the scoreboard. We can see Free Elo aren't doing too well when it comes to getting the kills at the moment, but the Wolves and Haters are up there with 4 kills each. Doing plenty of work. Plenty of work for 7Lives right now. Thank you very much for the follow. It's Cakey. I do like that name. We do like stuff that's cakey. Alrighty, so we will likely get a very similar setup coming out this time, just held slightly differently. Let's see what is going to be done, though. We are going to get a signal jammer here on the 2 windows. Signal jammer by the door. A little bit exposed there, to be honest. A shock drone, which is in play yet again. Can just come up here and probably take that out with the right angle, I think. Yeah, that's probably destroyable. Where's another one? Is it over here? No, we don't have one over here. Don't know where the other signal jammers are. Normally we'd have one over here by this wall, but there hasn't been one placed there. That's been left bare. No signal jammers here by the windows, and we are getting a different attack this time coming out from 7Lives, and that makes good sense. They are mixing up and being versatile. That's what you need to keep the defenders, or just in general your opponents, guessing, is just to mix it up and do things a little bit differently. Now Kiesk is going to see that shock drone come in. He's going to take it out straight away, as we've got a player rappelling up to the skylight. The ADSs are going to keep Kiesk safe here, but he's got to be careful. He knows there's a player up there now. He's going to hold this angle and wait. Oh, the head was almost exposed. There goes another shock drone. Kiesk is going to back out, though, and he is not going to challenge that, as there is a team kill. Oh, no, the Wolves with the team kill. That is most unfortunate for 7Lives. They do not need that at this point in the game. They need to be able to hold on to this lead. Now, we've seen Glossy Club go onto the Mozzie instead of playing Rook this time. And he's going to play passively in the bathroom, just holding, waiting for intel. And Jag is going to play downstairs here as Mute, waiting for a possible jump out, but he shouldn't go for it because there's no one there, and he will be left to die. He's laying down, thinking there's someone there. Sound completely foxing him, as we are getting an admin push here coming out from Carbons. Vocal is going to go onto the public bathroom. Wolves holding onto skylights. And that's all 4 players here, as Haters is going to hold the angle onto the yellow stairs, but he's not going to get a pick. Now, 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. We need to see 7Lives start to do something. They've got 2 players into position. Third one, getting ready to start making his way up yellow stairs. Here he comes. But it is being watched by Kiesk. He is ready and waiting, but he's going to get taken down by Jag. 5v3, and this is a much better hold coming out from Free Elo. They're being very patient. We now have Carbons taking control of admin. He's going to get peeked by the player at the top of yellow stairs, but there's one here in meeting as well, or in waiting rather. Carbons is going to lay down and try to peek everything he knows. There's a player right there who's going to pre-fire, but Mav is going to get that pick. That is a 5 versus 2 now with Vocal and the Wolves playing here separately. Wolves needs to move. He's got 30 seconds to go as Jag takes down Vocal. The Wolves is up on the roof holding Diffuser, just doing nothing to help his team right now. He sends out the yellow ping as if he thinks teammates are still alive, but they're not. And this is going to be a free elo round quite comfortably. Wolves padding his stats. Oh dear. And not padding them very well. That was an interesting choice of play coming out from the Wolves at the end of the round. Don't know what his game plan was there, but 7Lives just allowed free elo to put one on the board, and it now goes to 2-1. Who would have thought it? Cafeteria and Garage is going to be the next site to get played. It's been played once already by free elo. They didn't win it. They're going to hope to win it this time. Chat predicted 97% of people's points went onto free elo. Wow. That is quite the split. That is quite the split. Cafeteria and Garage, we are going to get a 6 pick from Ash onto Iana. Iana's a very good operator at the moment. A lot of people really liking to play her. She's got infinite drones pretty much. She's got frag grenades. She's got a great gun. She's got the same gun as Ash. Or one of the same guns as Ash, rather. Not both of them, obviously. And a similar gun as well to the old Nomad. Was it the AK-74? No, it's the RX. She's got the ARX and the G360. All right, so what kind of setup will we get coming out from free elo? This time we are going to get some hard denial on this wall. But with haters continuously bringing the Twitch, those batteries aren't going to last very long. So really, we need to see a signal jammer going down on this drone hole if they want to keep this wall. All this is going to do is slow down the shock drone very, very slightly for maybe like 2 seconds. That's it. 2 to 5 seconds maximum is all these bandit batteries are delaying right now without a signal jammer being placed right here on this drone hole. Twitch has been bought every round for elo. You know this. Stop that intel. Stop that shock drone. Where are the signal jammers being placed? 2 of them are still in Retro's pocket. Oh, okay, here he is. He's coming over now to put it down. All right, about time. About time, Retro. Is that spottable by the shock drone from outside? You could possibly just get the angle onto the edge of it. You could just get the angle onto the edge of it. But Glossy is going to get picked off by haters. Haters going 5-1 right now. Now 5-2 as Mav does get the refrag. There's a player there on console window. Opens fire onto Mav, but Mav manages to turn around and open fire back. He doesn't lose any health at all as he and Jack, the GSG9 bros, are upstairs on the top floor. And we can see we do have a heavy push up here on the top as GS Carvin's playing as Iana is up here, starting to push into long desk. Vocal on console window. Wolves is going to join him, and Curse coming in through meeting. Now these guys are going to be hunting down Jag and Mav. Jag's going to fake the run out and then make his way back down to site as Mav is already on site as well. So we've had a minute and a half wasted on this top floor with this roam clear. We have one player in the bathroom. Looks like Iana looked like she was prepping a grenade, but she's not. It is actually the Gemini downstairs. That Gemini is now dead. Vocal playing on yellow. Carbon's going to join. Wolves coming in as well to push in from the bottom of yellow stairs. No garage door take this time round. No garage door take this time. Wolves is going to continue to hold this angle just like he did in round number 1. As Keys is going to play down here, looking through the hole that's been created up there by the attackers. Carvens does take down Jag, leaving us in a 4v3. Where did he get that pick? That was up on the very top floor as he now starts to make his way down and is going to send the Gemini in to pick up some intel. Retro and Mav playing back here slightly. I'd like to see Mav go for a rotate here up the spiral staircase. Carbons is there ready, all peeking it though, so that might not be the best play. Looks like we are going to get an attack through garage door eventually as the Wolves is getting ready possibly to open up that door. Utility has been taken out and that door is now free for the taking. Wolves is going to start to open it up. The damage is being done from above to push the defenders out of position. Vocal is upstairs looking down through the holes trying to get those picks, but Carbon is taken out by Mav, leaving us in the 3v3. 10 seconds to go, and this wall only just opening up now for the walls to make his way in. Kisk has Maestro cams. He's going to be able to deny this, or at least do a lot of damage to walls. It's not going to deny the plant, but it is going to deny it. What a play from Maestro. Well done there to Maestro for managing to stop that plant just at the last moment. Far too much time wasted. Wasted by 7Lives. Partly on that top floor clear. We have got a request for a pause. Bear with me. All right, both teams have used their single rehosts. No more rehosts for either team. We do, however, have tactical timeouts. So you get one timeout per map. One timeout per map for 1 minute. Bear with me. All right, so Lobby and Press is going to get played next. All right. Let's take a look at some stats for this site, or this map rather. Well, this map and this site while we're waiting for Mr. Carbons to return. If we take a look at Consulate, we can see it is 46% attacker favored, 54% defender favored. This site specifically is 64% defender favored, which means that Free Elo going here as the penultimate site on defense could be a good opportunity for them to mix things up a bit. Hey, what's unfair on who? Oh, on Kane with all the booting that he got. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. All right. So we've looked at the stats for this map. And like I said at the top of the game, both of these teams have played this map twice in this league this season and have won it one time each. And we are at a 2-2 here, so clearly these two teams are rather balanced on this map right now when it comes to success rate. So let's see how this is going to play out as Carbons has made it back into the game. We'll give him a moment to pick his operator and then we'll restart the timer. He is back, he has got his op. Let's restart the timer and let's get this underway as Lobby and Press is going to be the site getting played. Just got to communicate with the teams. All right, so Glossy Club is going to 6-pick off Malusi and go on to Valkyrie. Carbons is going to come off of Zero and go on to Zofia. Now, Valkyrie is obviously very important in this map, but just pure intel. We've got Mozzie who is going to be denying intel. We've got Mute who's going to be denying intel. We've got Valkyrie who's going to be gaining intel. Intel. So this is going to be a very interesting...
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Very interesting round. Free Elo have always been a intel team, or at least the older rosters. Free Elo's been through many different rosters. Glossy has always been a fan of intel, flank drones and all that kind of thing. So the fact that they've bought operators specifically to deny that and also to add intel, it's very good. There's a line from the film Enemy of the State, very classic line, but it's not actually from Enemy of the State. I think it was Sun Tzu and the Art of War, but it was used in Enemy of the State. As your enemies grow weaker, you grow stronger. You know, that kind of thing. So as you take utility away from your opponent, you use it for yourself to make yourself stronger while they're getting weaker. And that is exactly what the likes of Mozzie is going to do for you. It's Keiki. It's talking to Can We Exist? I know the name Can We Exist. I'm supposed to be talking to Can We Exist, but I haven't got back to him, which is very naughty of me. Yeah, just a lot of stuff comes up. All right, Haters repelling up here. Oh, he sees the player running along the long desk. He's going to open fire, but he is going to miss. He's going to rappel upside down as shots go out, but they do miss him. And he's going to make his way up onto the roof. And what's he going to do now that he is up here? He's going to rappel down to admin. That's what he's going to do. He's going to join his teammate Curse, who is rappelling in. He has control of admin. Carbons is in control of Soda. And they do have control of this half of the building on the top floor. Now, Jag is going to take a bit of damage. He's down below. We've got the Wolves rappelling on CEO, or Console rather, as it's called. No players on the top floor here from the defensive side. So they do feel it's comfortable to give up top floor control right now, as we are going to see the attackers start to push in and open up the floor to push the defenders out of position and allow themselves easy access to drop in for a plant. Now, it's become very common to plant in press these days, rappelling through the window, just plant by the harpsichord. But it looks like we are going to get an admin take and an attempt to go for lobby here, as Kisk does take down another one, leaving us in a 5v3. Though there's a 4v3 as Haters doing a lot of work still for his team with his 3 KD, does manage to take down Kisk, who is the top entry in the league at the moment. Kisk is top entry fragger for the league. And that's only because he took down so many spawn peaks on this map against Athena. As Glossy is playing at the bottom of yellow, Retro playing at the bottom of white, Mav playing here in lobby, just watching the double door running. And we are going to have Jag opening up the public bathroom hatch and dropping down below for a rotate should it be needed. Or some plant denial, as it looks like Glossy might be about to get engaged in a gunfight on yellow stairs here. He looks up, and oh no, is that Haters on his drone? It must have been. There's the Claymore, and it goes off. It does a tiny bit of damage to Glossy, but not enough. Oh, and he gets the second kill. Oh, Glossy Club gets the double. This is what we like to see. Diffuser has been dropped. Vocal is the last man standing. It's a 1v1 on the top floor between Glossy and Vocal, with the 2 remaining players of free elo downstairs on the first floor and possibly basement, waiting for Glossy to lose his life, which isn't going to happen as Glossy cleans up with the triple kill. Wow. Nice one, Glossy. Nice one. Can we exist? I mentioned your name because someone atted you in the chat. That was all. I saw your name. Glossy with the 3k. Coming in clutch for his team. As we are going to go to console and meeting for the very last round of the first half. 3-2 to free elo. They are going to want to finish this 4-2 up. Yeah, Mrs. 2 is right. It's because it's Keiki put your name in the chat. So that's why I mentioned your name. All right, console and meeting. Now we are going to have Vocal 6-picking Yana going on to Zofia. No 6, sorry, Frost being 6-picked for Valkyrie from Glossy. Frost is still a good pick. I'd have been just as happy seeing Frost come out as Valkyrie, to be honest.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But let's see what will happen here with Valkyrie in play instead of Frost. I'd like to see the Frost mats under some... Frost is the kind of operator, you just forget that her utility is there. And as you start to push in, you just walk into the Frost mats without even realizing it. You might not get a kill out of them, but it's still very, very time wasting and health wasting as well. So Frost is a great pick. She's got the shotgun as well to open rotate. She's got the shield. She's a good all-round operator. Her gun isn't particularly fast firing, but it does sound nice. And it is satisfying when you hit the headshot. All right, Glossy playing up on the top floor is going to drop down to the first floor now and then make his way back up to the second floor. What? Drops over and then walks back up. Just getting his steps in. Just getting his steps in. As we are seeing a push here. Oh, Carbons is proning his way around, just snaking his way into the building, preempting that someone is going to come this way as Haters is going to be upstairs on copy window. Drones going out on the top floor from the Wolves. Jag peeking from the desk there as he does take a bit of damage from Vocal. Vocal takes some damage back. Carbon still sneaking his way around. He's got himself onto drone so he can get that intel. Oh, and he is going to spot the player. He gets into a gunfight with Glossy, but Glossy comes off worse this time. That is his reign of terror over. He's not going to get any picks in this round, as he is now dead, and we have 3 players here in admin starting to take control. Curse is moving along, taking control of Soda, peeking down long desk. Haters droning out to get that intel to take out any utility he needs to take out, as the Wolves is going to be responsible possibly for opening this wall up right behind the player in meeting, which is probably Keyscon's smoke. No, it's not. Is it Jag? It is Jag. No, it's Mav. I lied. I lied to everybody. It's Mav. Normally you'd expect a smoke here, or a mute behind a shield, but not in this instance. Not in this instance. Retro does take one down. That makes Mav turn around, but he needs to turn the other way. He does get zapped. That's going to push him out of position. Now, I'd like to have seen Curse being ready for that. This doesn't look like great teamwork from 7Lives. As Retro with the C4, as Mav was getting pushed, I'd like to have seen Curse acting on that play, but he wasn't. Not great teamwork from 7Lives right now. Not great at all, as Vocal is holding this position, hoping that someone's going to show their face, but it's unlikely. With 1 minute left to go, we do have this wall open as predicted, and the Wolves is going to hold that angle and watch it. Free Elo just need to play sensibly and smart and not over-peek like a lot of people would do. Wolves starts to push in, but Mavs gets the pick, leaving Vocal all on his own in a 1v4. And unless Free Elo make a real mistake here, I don't see them losing this round, in all honesty. C4 gets pulled.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Hole is going to be utilized. Jaeger gets taken down. That's one. He's got diffuser. He could go for the plant. He's going to see smoke. He's going to do a fair bit of damage. That gas grenade's going to go out. And Vocal's going to keep peeking where he can. He's got 20 seconds to go. If he's going to go for a plant, now's the time to go for it. He's going to pick up another kill. This is what I was talking about, Free Elo. You don't need to be silly and peek stuff. He goes for it. I would have preferred to have seen him hold back. But fortunately for him, he does manage to get the kill. You see, there was no need for that. He could have played long desk. He knew where he was. But instead, he put his life on the line. It's not the plays that you need at this point. It worked, but it just as easily couldn't have done. So that is Free Elo 4-2 up right now. And it looks like Lobby and Press is going to be the first site played here by 7Lives. That's not what I wanted. Let's move that over here. Here we go. Thank you. Okay. Doing some admin stuff, stream. Admin stuff. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. All right, so we are going to see Goyo 6 picked and Echo being brought out instead, which makes perfect sense. Nice tweet, Mackersman. IQ being 6 picked onto Sledge by Retro. Now that could be an oof. That could be an oof. Considering there's an Echo in play, that 6 pick could come back to haunt Free Elo as my microphone starts to fall over.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
All right, Lobby and Press. Let's see what comes out of this one.
The location of the bomb.
A lot of work to be done here by 7Lives right now. I can talk you through some very basic stats for these two teams on this map, if you will allow me the pleasure. Where was it? I had it written down. Oh, I had it written down, but then I deleted it. Okay, I don't have it written down. But I can recall that Free Elo on this map, 2 times they played it in this league this season, have won 84% of their defensive rounds. 84% out of 2 games. However, on attack, they won 10%. Now that's because they didn't really get much of a chance when they were playing against Athena on this map. They started on attack, they lost 7-0, so that's why their attack stat is so poor. Kurt's is going to get taken down by Retro. Ooh. Ooh. That's going to sting. 20 seconds in. That's the admin player down and out of commission, making admin right for the picking. For the plucky pickers of Free Elo. You know, I was so lucky that I didn't mispronounce that. I don't know where that came from. It could have gone so very wrong, saying plucky pickers, plucky pickers. But it didn't. It didn't. I got away with it. I was successful, fortunately. Retro going to be droning out. You see your drone is out of commission due to a signal jammer. What do? Yeah, let's roll my drone right up to it. Let's put a second one in there, shall we? All right, there's that Banshee taken out. Drone's going to start to move forward. We're going to spot the Mozzie Pest. That is going to get not pinged. There's going to be a ping right next to it. As Mute is spotted here in meeting. Now, Kiske is going to take a fair bit of damage as he is standing outside. How does that happen? That must have been from a player. How did he get shot and hurt from there? Oh, that must have been from Vocal. Oh, okay. Vocal was over there in Visa. That makes sense now. Now, Wolf's holding upstairs. Smoke grenade's going to go out. He's going to play up close on this doorway with the shotty. Now, this makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But Kiske could come round to this rotate and take him out from behind as Mav makes his way in. The Wolves, even with a shotgun in his hand, doesn't manage to take down Mav at close range because with that R4C and a headshot, that's all she wrote for the Wolves, and he is out of play. Now, we do see the player down there in anti-chamber. Echo is going to get that frag. Don't peek Echo when it's played by haters. 3 versus 3. Echo still has the plant denial, but a whole minute remaining on the clock for free elo. They've got a lot of time. They've got one drone in the pocket that they can send out. All of 7Lives are in dire straits for health. Window's going to get opened. Oh, if he'd opened that up a bit lower, that would have been an easy pick onto Glossy Club, just laying there. It's going to open the door. It's going to back out. They need to take out that shield. Do they have the utility for it? They've got 2 Selmas left. They could take it out. Yeah, Yokai is spotted and taken down by Glossy. That is very fortunate for him, but that is going to get peeked by Vocal. Glossy needs to watch himself. He needs to watch himself. As Retro does take down haters. That is the plant denial stopped. Vocal is over here in press room, holding the position down onto lobby. And he's going to pre-fire just in case. 15 seconds to go. Jack has diffuser. He is in and planting right here by the double door. But that's going to get denied by Carbons. Glossy's going to come and pick it up. He's going to go for that refrag. But he doesn't know where the player is. He's going to move into press. He's going to tuck up in the corner and try to get the plant, possibly. Is it going to be successful? Was he spotted? I don't think he was. They don't know where he is. They've got an idea he's going to get pre-fired. And Vocal is going to win the round. And that is a much-needed round on the board for 7Lives. A much-needed round on the board. Whew. Cobra mocking it. Well, Cobra, that is literally what I just said. You're typing out what I'm reading. Okay. We have got a tactical timeout called. So, we will pause the timer. That is their one time out. I almost missed it, to be honest. Okay, so Cafeteria and Garage is going to be the next site to get played. We were supposed to have the tactical timeout in the last round, but I missed it. I'm still getting used to doing tactical timeouts. It's new for leagues. Especially when you come to a best of 1, for example. There we go. That's the timeout over. Timeout is over. And we are going to restart the timer. Let's go. I need to find a better way of being alerted to tactical timeouts. Things just get sort of lost in the flurry of Discord messages. The Wolves is going to 6-pick Maestro and go on to Mira. Mira not banned today, which is very unusual. She's been banned a hell of a lot. Hell of a lot.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
All right, so... Hey, Curse is playing my strategy here. Now, strategy I used to have was place a shield here between white van and black car. Play it as Whammy. Magnet up here, magnet up here. You just hold it. People don't know what to do. You're just there. You've got 2 magnets protecting you. As you get a new one, chuck it up there onto the wall. And people just really struggle to take control of you. They can try to push in through yellow doorway, but you can hold that angle through the window behind the shield and look up onto yellow doorway. Now, of course, that's not going to work in the highest level of play because, of course, a sensible team is going to go upstairs, give you a yellow ping, shoot down through the floor and take you out. So you have to watch out for that sort of stuff. Back in the old days, when we didn't have yellow ping, it was much more effective. But since yellow ping has come into play, then that's not really a tactic that will work. Now, Glossy runs up to the wall there to see if there's any signal jammers on it. He hears that there isn't anything there. He knows it's ripe for the picking, but he isn't going to open it up just yet. Instead, he's going to open up the yellow doorway, and he is going to hold an angle on there, just waiting for something to happen. Delay, Mr. Toot. What? Yeah, I know there's a delay. But I thought I said it pretty much straight after I gave that percentage. What did I say, Waffle Grandmaster? What did I say? I don't believe it. One word of it. Carbon's playing here in public bathroom with 2 ADSs, a hole in the floor, a mirror window. He is set. He is good to go to cover this hatch. What are Free Elo going to do about it? As Glossy has just been sitting here for 1 minute and 10 seconds. He is going to come down and run around to the doorway. Jag is going to open up the garage door. And where's the rest of Free Elo? We've got Vocal over here in Visa. We've got a top floor clear coming out. Mav up on the top. Retro up there. Kisk as well. They've got the top floor completely cleared out. Mozzie Pest is going to get found. So they know there's a player somewhere in that public bathroom. They're going to have an idea of what's going on. There's no way a Pest is going to be in there if there's no one playing in there. So let's see how long Carbons can get away with it as Vocal has left. Now, we do not have any rehosts left. It is too late for a rehost in this round anyway, but hopefully he'll get back before the next round and then we won't have to do a 4 versus 5. Jag droning ineffectively as Mav is on yellow stairs. Retro gets into a bit of a gunfight with someone, but Mav gets taken down by Curse with that TSG-12. Retro is going to come over to where his teammate died and open up holes in the floor, hoping to get some picks. And now we start to see the vertical destruction coming out from Free Elo as Retro takes down Curse, leaving us in a 4 versus 3. Kisk out of explosives is going to use his bullets to open up holes in the floor. We still have 2 breaching rounds or 2 breaching charges in the hands of Retro, who is going to drone instead. Glossy Club takes down the Banshee, starts to make his way towards site, takes down the ADS, knows there's one more go shield. That's going to have to be something that Free Elo are very careful of. They don't want to plant by that shield, otherwise it could be instant death. Mira is going to get her window taken out as Jag is in and planting. This needs to be defended. Mira's going to come around the side of White Van. Glossy Club's going to take down Haters. Plant is not going to get stopped as Glossy gets the double kill, leaving Carbons all on his own upstairs. He manages to take down Kisk with a beautiful headshot. We got one player already has made his way outside. That's going to be Jag. Do not peek it too much, Jag. You don't need to peek it. 2 more players downstairs in sight. Retro does get that kill. I should have watched Carbons instead of Jag, but I thought Jag was going to make a silly play. And that's a round on the board for Free Elo. Now, let me give you some fun facts, people. Let me give you some fun facts. In PC Pro League, typically it's known that the team that takes a tactical timeout Okay.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Bear with me. Okay. So,
5 seconds left.
Glossy Club going to be droning, as is the rest of his teammates.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Because it is the prep phase. Sorry, I was just having some conversation in the match chat about pauses and stuff due to the 4v5 situation that we've got right now. Okay, so Retro is going to be droning. Mav is going to be pushing into the top floor. Is that taking out his own drone? No, that's the Mozzie drone. Okay, we saw the blue light. Carbons does get taken down by Kisk.
Drone's ready.
As Retro is just running around, peeking at everything. And he is going to drop that drone. He's going to go onto drones to get some intel. Toot is a fast thinker. Alright, that's the team kill coming out. I'm thinking that might have been on purpose to even numbers out. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Kisk upstairs in meeting, opening up holes in the floor. As soon as it opens, he is going to take down Curse, leaving us in a 4v2. More damage is going to be done to that floor. As Glossy is going to open up the hatch in public bathrooms. Sorry, I'm just checking stuff. Alright, so 2 versus 3. 2 versus 3. The Wolves holding back here in cafeteria, watching the yellow stairs. Haters is going to be downstairs, watching the hatch. Waiting patiently for something to happen. Jag is in and planting. C4 is going to get ripped. And that's not going to hit the mark, Jag. Oh no, but the Haters doesn't miss it. And that is the C4 taking out Jag. As Glossy Club comes down and takes down Haters. It is a 1 versus 2. The Wolves is not going to be successful against Glossy though. And he does get that pick. Making an even 6-3 now, 4-3 elo. And they go on to match points. What are you guys talking about in the stream? I can see what PCPL timeout. Do you mean timeouts in best of ones for PC? I'm not sure what you mean, and I don't mean by me being a fast thinker either. Sorry, I spooked it. Says AS. What? I'm confused. I'm confused. Lobby and Press is going to be the next site to get played, as this is potentially the last round. But let's see how it's going to play. Haters is going to go back onto Echo. He's done very well on Echo so far. Curse, I feel like, has more kills than that. No, you can't do that. There is a thing where if you drop out and then come back, it was not counting your kills. And I thought maybe for a second it was that. But I think it was Vocal that dropped. It must be, because he's only got 3 deaths. And we're 9 rounds in. There's no way he survived that many rounds. Mr. Statman, when you do the stats for this, please make sure you account for that. Please make sure you account for it. Alright, so Glossy is droning out, as is the rest of the attackers, because it is the prep phase. Let's see if Mozzie is going to pick up any drones as he's running around. Carbon's playing up here in admin, going to put down his ADSs and his reinforcements. Curse looking like he's going to be sticking in meeting. Haters setting up his yokais up top. Now that's an interesting play to put them up above. As Carbons is going to hold upstairs in admin as suspected. Wolves playing in meeting. Curse playing here behind this reinforced wall. We've got a 3-man hold upstairs with Haters down on the first floor and Vocal playing here in Visa. Now, Haters needs to worry more about the intel. He's going to see that drone. He's going to try to peek it and take it out. There he goes. Oh, he misses it. Oh, is he going to get it? There he goes. He gets it eventually. As Curse lays down here in cafeteria. Just Carbons looking through the little holes he's made here with his bullets. Looking down, waiting for someone to push in. It looks like we're not even going to get an attempt to the top floor here from Free Elo. They are just going to rip into the first floor and take down Vocal. That's Keys getting that opening kill, retaining his title possibly as the top opening fragger for the team. Well, for the league, actually. He's the top entry for the league. And again, that's because of all the spawn peaks he managed to deny from Athena when they played against Athena. Now Curse, very low in health. Mav does take down Haters. It is a 5 versus 3. Amaru's going to rappel up through a hatch, it sounded like, because Keys does get taken down. The Wolves is the last player standing as Glossy and Mav both pick up a kill respectively. Jag is going to start to plant. The Wolves is unlikely to deny this. There is one Yokai right up above. Given the yellow pings, plant is successful, and I can't see this being anything other than a free elo round. And that means a free elo win. Let's see how this one's going to play out. There is one player here on Spiral. Yellow pings are going out. Wolves is going to try to claim that life, but Retro is going to get that pick instead. And that is free elo, taking the game 7-3. Well played to free elo. All right, that means we get an interview with Mr. Glossy Club. Well, they were the favourites, and they did manage to win it. So, I mean, there's no big surprises here tonight, right? No big surprises. We thought they would take the win, or most people thought they would take the win, and take the win they have. So, GG's. Haters coming in with the spoilers. Haters coming in with the spoilers. That's not what we like to see. The stream, the game hasn't